Wow, you got the Star
What's
Wars.
going on?
What's going on? You've got the Star Wars movies locked and loaded there, eh?
I gotta if I can get this ready to go over here before anybody questions my
Star Wars
before
fandom. Fuck them.
anybody questions anything. On tonight's episode, Batman is getting a new butler. No one knows who it is, but they look super femme. A subsection of Star Wars fans are thirsting for Rotta the Hutt. Don't worry, I haven't watched Mandalorian Grogu yet, so no spoilers here. Just the horrifying knowledge of what the internet finds attractive now. Spielberg returns the UFO, or should we say UAP franchise with Disclosure Day. I'm obsessed. Cue Close Encounters of the First Kind on VHS. And if you're an R.L. Stine fan, yeah, the Goosebumps guy, you may want to check out The Life and Death of Lucas Dreamwalker from Broom Studios. We'll tell you why it may be worth your $6, even in this economy. And I can't believe we're going to do this. It's going to be a Star Wars heavy show because we have to explain Star Wars to Star Wars fans. Stick around. Your fandom awaits. Did you read it? Oh, man.
Fantasies of God, fantasies.
I've already got to do some editing on the show. Look, I don't know if Ty were here.
Who gives a shit?
Is welcome back to the place where we think all the deep thoughts about all the shallow things until the void hits play. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. If this is your first time joining us, what we do here is we take the weekly geeky zeitgeist and make it accessible and digestible. Whether you're a total newbie or a level 99 pop culture wizard, myself and my panel of nerdsplainers, or my fellow nerdsplainer, have a PhD in pop culture in order to be your geeky guides to helping you discover what kind of nerd you really are. So welcome to the gateway to all things nerdy, no gatekeeping allowed. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. That is our very real life, 100% human
Thank you, guys.
studio
Thank
audience
you. Stop
here.
it.
Cut it out.
Stop it. Jerry, got my eye on you.
To my left, the safest operating ditty in North America, the one ditty whose party you would want to get invited to. No allegations, no legal team necessary, because this is the good ditty, Olivia Diddy Julian King. Jerry. My name is Pablo Romero Estevez, and not only are we here to give you all the nerdy tea. I don't want to say that. That sounds terrible. We also learn stuff here on a regular basis. So we're going to kick the show off with a little segment we like to call What Did We Learn This Week?
I feel like I learned something.
Diddy,
No. Pass.
what did you learn this week?
No. I didn't learn anything. I had a few days off work and I didn't do anything. I cleaned.
Hmm.
You know what I learned?
You went rodent mode.
You know what I learned actually?
Full hamster mode.
Is Linda Ronstadt. You know who Linda Ronstadt is?
No.
She's a country folk musician.
Okay.
But I didn't know she was Hispanic, and she's got like 4 Spanish albums. That's what I learned.
Linda who?
Linda Ronstadt.
Professor Grant? Wow,
Well,
this is a curveball.
You've never heard of Linda Ronstadt?
I mean, I feel like I should have. Now I feel like a bad.
She sings she sings a lot of cover songs like by Chris Christopherson, stuff like that. But she sang one by Warren Zevon that was like, poor, poor, pitiful me. These young boys won't let me be.
But when you discovered that,
Lord have mercy on me. Ooh, you know what I mean?
No,
You've never heard that? Blue Bayou
Maybe.
by Roy Orbison.
I don't know if we can. I know who Roy Orbison is. But I don't
there's
know.
nothing that
You have a
Dr.
deeper.
Grant. Anyway, this was like one of my favorite musicians growing up. Like, I love her. I feel like I was born to sing country music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can sing all of her songs. I mean, no, not like her,
She's beautiful.
but
Yeah.
amen. But she's one of the ones I grew up listening to that I was like, oh, I could like imitate that, you know?
She's got a raspy.
She got
voice.
a bit of a raspy,
Yeah.
but she can also go way higher than I can
Okay.
and way lower.
Well, that's everybody's homework. We got to discover Linda Ronstadt. Is she
She's incredible, and I've only ever known her as this like
Ronstadt?
folk. Yeah.
Okay.
I've only ever known her as like this country folk musician, but she's Hispanic and she's got like 5 like Spanish albums. And so we just got one from the I just got a record player, a really nice one. So I'm building up my record collection, my vinyl,
All right.
my vinyl. And we just got one the other day that was like Linda Ronstadt, which is like one of my favorite country folk musicians, but it's like this like she's singing like ballads, cumbia.
She was born in Tucson. She's Mexican, German, and English.
Mexican, German, and English?
Mexican, German, and English.
She's angry. Shit.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Like they're ballads, you know?
All right.
Yeah, so I got one of her albums like that.
As a record.
Yeah.
There's a
Beautiful.
I'll plug there's a cool little record store in the Orange Circle. It's called Mr. C's. And it's featured in that thing you do. If you want to go buy some
yeah, but
records.
what's one? In what's the one we went to? Because we should plug that. Because they had a bunch of rare albums that was like so cool.
You didn't film this for content? You're telling us about it and you're like, I could have shown you guys, but I didn't.
I didn't film it.
It didn't exist then. It's apparently that's the world we live in now.
It's on 17th Street. What's it called? Factory Records.
On 17th Street in Santa Ana?
No, in Costa Mesa.
Oh, okay.
It's right next to my work. I was on a break.
All right. And you went and got some records?
Yeah.
Sick shop?
We got that. Linda Ronstadt, like Spanish album, and I got a Selena album.
You're like trying to feel my Hispanicness right now and
I'm just trying to,
let it flow through me. With a beady beady bum bum. A beady beady bum bum.
No, I didn't get that one.
Crown of Ace. All right.
Una vez. Crown of Ace.
Cool.
You don't even know the song.
What are you talking about? From Cada vez que te veo something. Yeah, right.
Una vez.
Come on. No, cada vez. Cada vez each time. You tell me. Dog, you're trying to tell me. You're trying.
I'm wishing the east, bro.
Selena?
You don't think I know
Think
Selena?
about-
You don't think I know El Chico del Apartamento 512?
Yes, exactly.
Who did?
Una vez. That's what I said.
Si una vez. No, there's a second verse where she says cada vez, right? Man, I'm arguing.
You're trying to tell me.
lyrics with y'all.
You're trying to tell me about
listened to
Selena.
You're trying to tell me
That
about
the voice of a generation.
the queen of Tejana music.
My generation. Okay, for girls. Gonna tell me about Selena? You better check yourself
All right.
before you.
Wreck myself?
yourself.
Before I wreck myself?
Yeah,
You want to know what I learned?
sure. I guess
Spanish?
Spanish.
No, I know
Just kidding.
Spanish. I feel like we kicked a proverbial.
That was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Okay, that's funny. It's okay.
Laugh at it. I'm gonna need it.
I learned, and I can't believe I'm doing this right now. I learned that apparently people don't understand the movie The Last Jedi.
Here we go.
And
wow, buckle up.
yeah, I don't. The thing is, I'm pretty sure some people probably remember the feeling when they saw The Last Jedi and maybe had their feelings hurt about, because I feel like the movie challenges the audience. It challenges, I feel like, everybody's like theories. And it's like, remember that Force Awakens movie came out and everybody's like, oh, well, then Finn's going to be connected to a legacy character, or Rey's going to be connected to this legacy character, and everybody like throwing out all of their wants and wishes and hopes and dreams
just
into Star Wars.
Just to shit on.
Just for Rian Johnson to shit on all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whether they realize that's why they're upset about it or not, that's why they're upset about it.
Yeah.
And
but people were mad from the beginning. Let's talk about it. Why don't you talk about it?
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. says people are mad because they gave the Millennium Falcon to a girl. And
that's true. And you could say whatever you want, but that's true. Y'all are mad that girls were super heavily involved, even though Princess Leia was very heavily involved and not just like a damsel in distress. So I don't know where I don't know what your deal is, but 100% you're mad that the Millennium Falcon is in the hands of a woman.
Well, and you know what? And I felt Johnny Death. What's going on, buddy? I had to rewatch The Last Jedi to be like, am I crazy? Maybe these people are right. Maybe, is it not good? I remember loving it, and I remember it pretty distinctly, and I've seen it more than once, but I had to be like, let me revisit it again.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, still phenomenal. Still fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a single thing. I would not change a single thing. And I think the internet and Star Wars fans, and here's the thing, is I respect people's passion. I do. Hello, Mick. My day is going. This is how my day is going. I've been bombarded by, and I guess no engagement is bad engagement. So thank you for everybody who commented. But I think people want to have deeper things to say about a movie. Like, I don't know, like the term that I hear a lot, this is like the echo chamber of the internet, is I hear like, oh, the pacing was off, or it felt disjointed, or
well, and you're just wrong, because all those movies, the pacing was perfect. Like,
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah,
they're not. You're working with IP that is like old. You know what I mean? So everyone has an opinion about it. Everyone is deeply connected to it, for whether it be like the originals, but even the prequels, hated by people to the point of like.
Well, now they've changed their minds. Fans, that they aged nicely, they said.
Well, I'm saying that I think it was hated by the people that love the original, and the kids that were born in that time that watched those movies had like influence of the hate from their parents.
Yeah.
And then they rewatched them as adults or maybe later in their teens or something, and they were like, I really, really like these movies. But so much so that like Hayden Christian Anderson, like
Christensen,
whatever.
Hayden Christian Anderson, or Hans Christian Anderson, the guy who wrote The Little Mermaid.
Don't
or Darth
piss
Vader?
Me off.
Sorry, it gets
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, don't piss me off. Anyway, he like pretty much stopped acting. Like he wasn't in much stuff after that because people bullied him, just like Rose, just like Rey.
Yeah, people did, but now we love him. We've decided, you know what?
Because everyone aged into the movie and they were like, oh, this movie actually is really good. I mean, I do think that there's bad parts in those movies.
There's bad parts in all Star Wars movies. Let's get real here.
All of them. If you watch them,
they're great.
I do really love the originals, and even the bad parts, I'm like, that's good. You know what I mean? And so I've gotten to a point now when I watch the prequels where I'm like, I used to hate them for no reason besides just the adults around me hated them. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I've rewatched them since, and I'm like, oh, those are actually really good. And Hayden is amazing in them. Like Ewan McGregor, what are we talking about here? Like, it's very well done. And maybe it's not like the universe that people imagine, but it's canon. So deal with it.
Or
And they're good.
I'm not also opposed to the idea of having multiple canons or whatever, or multiple storytellers bring in and contribute things to Star Wars. But maybe, you know what? I might have a unique perspective as well, because I'm watching Finn, my 6-year-old son, discovered Star Wars through the Lego Star Wars games. And I'm just like, oh, dang, did it spoil the movies for you? But what? Just cut away from you opening. Sorry. So I have a unique perspective, a unique lens. I feel like that I am getting right now through my son. And it's pretty amazing. And so much so that he loves, you know what he loves? You know what fucking Finn loves? Because he watched Star Wars Episode 1. I'll give you one guess. I don't know why my focus is off. I'll give you one guess on what Finn loves. One guess, did he? Okay, don't guess.
Listen, I'm struggling.
Are you having a hard time over there?
That's why I said don't film.
Why is everything? Why are all your cans exploding?
No, I think they were warm before.
Do you want a cold drink?
Well, I have the drink now, but I'm covered in beer and I'm pissed.
Yeah, he loved Jar Jar Binks. He loved him instantly. And I was watching a whole conversation with George Lucas about him being like, people are thinking too deeply. He's like, there's always been funny characters in Star Wars. There's always been comedic relief and all this. He's like, people were even saying, he's like, oh, that his fins look like a dreadlocks or whatever, maybe, or that he's Jamaican. He's like, why would people think that? He is like an alien duck person. I know he's made a whole thing.
Listen.
And it reminded me of Freddie Prinze Jr. being like, it's a talking dog.
Yeah, I get that. But I also get other people's points of like, there's a lot of characters.
You love it. We're connected to it. So.
Yeah, it took me a while to get there though. Because honestly, when I did watch it, I was young. But I was like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is kind of racist. Well, that's true.
Apparently George Lucas said no.
He said no.
He said y'all thinking about it too hard.
We could definitely believe him.
He said thinking about it way too hard.
Yeah, except for the accents for the characters that exhibited like.
You're talking about like
those things.
Yeah, and specifically, you know, it's funny. Me and Finn were watching episode 1 today.
Yeah,
episode 1 is definitely the one that's got the most intense like Asian stereotype at the beginning.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you could say anything you want, but there are like stereotypes that are presented in aliens, and those aliens are like supposed to be representing that culture, and it's all stereotypes too.
I think he just meant that there's comedy in all of Star Wars, and that they'll
Who
always
knows?
have a comedic.
That guy is a boob. You know I don't like him.
George Lucas?
Yeah.
All right, we're not talking about that. We're gonna fall down that rabbit hole. I want to talk about The Last Jedi specifically.
Let's get to it.
All right. Because last week we kind of talked, I defended the Rose Tico line.
People were mad about that. And we knew that.
But there was more of a conversation, by the way, to that. Everybody just kind of jumped on that one specific thing. Although they were like, oh, that Hallmark remark. Yeah, like there was
also the things that we post, they're clips, like clip ups.
Yeah, there's more.
We're
gonna clip up
watch the show. Watch the whole conversation.
Yeah. And hit that like and subscribe button, won't you?
Won't you? Will you?
Hey,
we'll rage bait you all day long.
Yeah, I feel like some people said this was rage bait, and for the record, I didn't intentionally rage bait anybody. That's just genuinely
100%. That's how I felt.
That's just how I feel.
I do think Star Wars fans are weird.
And
that's from my heart.
But also, mind you, Olivia and I both are Star Wars fans.
Yeah. I've seen it all. I've read it all. I've done it all.
Once more, I brought. If you don't know,
Proof.
if you don't know,
It's proof.
so
right there.
there's a few different versions of Star Wars on VHS. If you want to know, this, if you can see, it says Star Wars. It does not say A New Hope. Does not say Episode 4. Doesn't say anything like that. This is one of the coveted earlier prints because Star Wars has been being changed since it was in theaters, as we're going to see the original print in next year in January. But this is as close as you'll get as far as the home video market goes. There's another big box version of it that was exclusively for renters. This is when it finally got a home video release. And sorry, I'm choking over here. Yeah.
Oh, shame.
There was a big box version of Star Wars, and when you can tell something was specifically for a rental house, this is a fun VHS fact. When VHSs came out, they were like $95 or something like that. I'm falling down a whole different rabbit hole about VHSs, but the home video market changed because Top Gun's like, we want everybody to own Top Gun, so they dropped the video prices down to $20, and then everybody was forced to do a home movie release. But the original Star Wars on VHS was exclusively for rental houses. This is the next version that came out for home video. But this is Han shooting first kind of shit right here, okay? And I'll take that argument all day. Can we just have the Han shot first argument? But the thing that I'm defending right now is The Last Jedi as a movie. And I have to hearken on Freddie Prinze Jr. because he did specifically say, like, some people are mad about different versions of Star Wars because that's maybe not the version that they grew up with. And I like all the Star Wars. I'm trying to think what I didn't like as far as Star Wars goes. Not that I didn't like it, but I didn't watch Andor because everybody says it gets good at episode like 4. And I'm like, I can't drudge in through 4 episodes of something to get there. Yeah.
I'm going to wait till after, but don't let me forget.
Okay. I'm not going to let you forget.
Tell me IP.
IP. I see you pee. I cup. But I do want to talk about The Last Jedi because I do think people are mad at Rose for just being fucking Rose. Like, all right, like I can't help but think that. But so listen up, you fucks. All right. Listen up.
Listen up.
Listen.
Pablo's crashing out.
Listen the fuck up. All right?
Let him do it.
Star Wars was based on a serial, right? That's what George Lucas and Steven Spielberg and these guys coveted. That's what was cool about the first Star Wars is you're already jumping into the adventure, mid-adventure, and there's things that happen in between. And this is how people used to consume these stories back in the day. Like kids, like movies would be running constantly, and they'd have serials in between it if you were catching the beginning before the movie actually starts playing. And George Lucas and Steven Spielberg was obsessed with this, which is why Star Wars came to be, which is why Raiders of the Lost Ark came to be. A lot of people don't realize that about Raiders of the Lost Ark, that or in the Indiana Jones story, that Temple of Doom is actually a prequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark because they jump around in timelines. Star Wars doesn't do that. They kept it linear, but the story, and I feel like why people are going to say it's disjointed, is because there's like 3 or 4 different stories being told in this one movie. And I think they're all amazing. And they all tie back together at the end very well, right? You have the Rey Luke story. You have the Rose, Finn, Poe Dameron story. Poe Dameron kind of has his own little story with Leia.
Swing. Also Schwing.
With Leia.
What are you complaining about, Schwing?
I can't remember the general's name who took over the rebellion, the lady with the purple hair. Who kamikazes into the freaking dreadnought or whatever it may be. And a lot of people, when we talk about that Rose Tico line specifically of we're going to win this thing not by destroying what we hate, but by saving what we love. What makes me firstly a little sad is that everybody's forgotten what like genuine niceness and goodness is. To where why
they're like, that line was corny as fuck. I'm like,
yeah, you know what? Sometimes shit is corny, but it doesn't mean there's not a real feeling or sentiment behind it. And if you become that cynical where you can't see the beauty within a corny line, like That's why it's fucking corny, is because it's maybe something that makes you feel a certain way or not sure about the way you're feeling, or it makes me feel.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to feel.
Feeling feelings again.
Feel those feelings. It's okay.
I feel feelings every single day of my life.
Your heart grow 3 times. But the biggest argument, I'll tell you, in reading through the massive comments, and I went in there and I stirred the pot because, and if you're not going to have a good argument, like if your argument is just like, there's one guy who was like, oh, she was a bad driver because she was Asian.
Yeah,
and I'm like, come on.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Firstly, fuck you. But then also like, I don't care, that line sucked. Like, say something. Why? Why did it suck?
Why do you feel that way?
Why do
you feel that
once
way?
more, I think that if you
do you hate women?
If you hear the sound of my voice, if you put your hand on your TV screen right now, on your iPhone screen, your index finger, and feel your index finger touching my index finger right now, I need to tell you, it's okay that maybe you had feelings about The Last Jedi at some point and they made you upset. But now, with our fingers connected here on your phone right now, watch The Last Jedi one more time with a fresh set of eyes. And
Boop! Also, you're watching IP that has been passed down for how long? You're going to be this upset about
people,
IP
it's still very,
that is recycled to the point of, it's not great anymore. It's not great anymore. Watch the original movies. And if you're this like strapped in, I don't know, make your own movie, bro. Like, it's actually crazy to watch this old of IP and be like, it's actually not right. That's actually,
Luke would never do that.
Actually, girls aren't allowed. Like, fuck you. It's dumb. You're dumb. And I stand by what I said, that you're weird. So I don't care about all the nasty comments that we got. Like, watch the movies.
Bring the nasty comments.
Watch the movies. Think about it. Think about it with your brain.
Hey, think about it with your heart.
Think about it with your heart. He's saying that. I'm saying brain. And I'm saying you're watching old ass IP that they have to recycle it so many times. Why are we even still watching it? You know what I mean? We used to be somebody, okay? We used to create things. We used to have original stories. Star Wars wasn't even original. So at the time when it came out,
it was a space western.
Yeah,
no, but look, it's beautiful. I'm not arguing.
So
Star
no,
Wars is
I'm saying that now.
I love Star Wars still.
Yeah, I do too.
And I don't want.
That's why I'm saying don't be a bitch about it. Stop being a little bitch about it.
Stop being a little bitch. I agree
with
that.
I'm saying.
There's 2 points I want to argue. Firstly, the Rose line, and I love this because it kind of all ties in.
I think that we tied it up, but
no, I want.
That's fine. I love that. I love being petty.
I'm gonna go, and this isn't mine. This is Versatile Layer on TikTok. This person gave me my favorite comment, and it was Rose's line literally echoes how Luke saved the galaxy in the originals. He didn't win by destroying Palpatine. He won by saving Vader, and that is always been the goodness of Luke Skywalker. Now, hold on. I got to get more because people are going to be like, every decision that they made was a bad decision. No shit. They fucked up. They're imperfect characters. They're not meant to be. Luke Skywalker says that in the movie. He says, when they talk about like Kylo Ren's side and his side of the story on what happened, Luke was talking about how he thought for a split second and about actually killing Ben Solo. And then he said, but I caught my wits basically. And all I was left with was shame. And then I saw a scared boy looking into his like teacher's eyes. And Luke Skywalker at that moment realizes he's also imperfect. There's nobody they're all imperfect heroes. Nobody is going to be a perfect hero and be a fucking hotshot. And that's Poe Dameron's story in that movie. Poe Dameron's arc is to learn that maybe being the hotshot is not the smart decision. And sometimes sit the fuck down and be a good team player and listen to maybe some people being a little bit wiser, which then also brings you in to Finn and Poe and Rose on those stupid crop dusters on a kamikaze mission to a giant cannon that Finn was not going to blow up. The argument is like, well, Finn was going to rescue all those people, but then, the rebel base exploded and Rose, all those people died because of Rose. No, Poe Dameron specifically tells Finn, because what he just previously learned in his arc was, hey, don't be the fucking hotshot hero. Let's be smart. Let's be strategic. Let's reallocate our resources, pull back. And he even tells Finn, he says, this is a suicide mission. This is an unaliving mission, whatever it may be. So it's futile. And Finn gives in to his hate. And if anybody knows what the path to the dark side is, hate leads to suffering. All right? Fear is the path of the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. That is what makes a Sith. I'm going to get to it. Hold on, but I want to get to this point. All right? So then Rose saves Finn from not just offing himself in rage, in hate. And that's when she delivers the line. And somebody made an argument about this 90-degree angle from where she was at before. Somebody was like, she teleported. That's where you're drawing the line.
That's your opinion, man.
The realism. Well, I want a real 90-degree angle, the way that Rose hit in there, and she was too far away. Come on. All right. The Millennium Falcon freaking did the Kessel Run in freaking however many parsecs. Okay. Which isn't even a real thing. It's a fucking different sort of unit of measurement that doesn't measure freaking time. Finn then is saved. They do go back to the rebel base. The movie ends with being like, yeah, we took a fucking major L because we're not perfect heroes. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to continue fighting the good fight. Fighting the good fight isn't always going to be, and this is some real life shit. All right? This is some real life shit that happens all the time, that there are imperfect people that carry movements and things forward for the better. And these heroes made all the wrong decisions. That's the point. They're not supposed to have made all the right decisions. Luck doesn't always work on your side. They were great characters Rose was in mourning. Her sister had just died for an ideology, a cause that then she saw a potential idol of Finn, of this, murmurs of legends of this, rebel freaking force sensitive superhero that they're housing in their spot. Who she looked up to is now trying to escape for the thing that my sister just died for. And the scenes of them going into everybody's like, well, we didn't need that scene where they go to the casino planet. The fuck you didn't. What are you talking about? Star Wars is a serial. It's going to have different pieces. If you break up Rian Johnson's movie into freaking 8 episodes, it's fucking fantastic. And you would shut the fuck up about it. That's genuinely what it's so good, and it adds levels and layers, and it fleshes out characters and story. You get why Rose feels the way she does. It adds to Finn and his perspective on what's going on with him and his self-doubt, because he basically freaking just gave up his whole life not too long ago because he used to be a fucking stormtrooper. He used to be a Nazi trooper, and he's like, I'm done with this shit. Okay? So the fact that, once more, this harkens back to, we're not going to win this war by destroying what we hate, because hate is the path to the dark side. We're going to win it by saving what we love, is a lot deeper of a line than people really need to give it credit for. The last thing, I'll let you talk, I promise. But Luke Skywalker, then, this is what pisses other fans off. Luke Skywalker then transfers himself there. And I love how they did this, by the way, because the projection of Luke Skywalker, if you see Luke on the island, he's this disheveled, shitty old man, homeless looking dude with blue milk on his fucking beard and shit. And then when he shows up in The Last Jedi to kiss his sister Leia goodbye, because he says at the beginning of this movie, I came to this island to die. He stays true to his word. Okay. So the character is true to his word, and he's not perfect. He skipped out on his fucking Jedi training, y'all. He bailed the fuck out to go save his friends, didn't complete his Jedi training, and just dubbed himself a Jedi. All right, okay? That's what Luke Skywalker did. He just owned that shit. He's just like, I'm Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker now. All of a sudden, Return of the Jedi, he fucking is on Jabba's little fucking holographic thing saying, I'm Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker now. All right? Shows up looking like just for men. He's all fucking, his beard's all groomed. He's all like haircutted, looking good. And he hands Leia Hans's little dice of like the never tell me the odds dice. And she goes, I'm here to face him, right? And she's like, I know my son is gone now. And Luke kisses her on the forehead and he says, nobody is ever really gone. And like what? I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Like, that was beautiful. And what does he do? He comes back not to face Kylo Ren because he's a force projection there. And he knows he's dying on that island. He's using every bit of energy to manifest all this shit, to then draw all of Kylo and the First Order's freaking like ammunition onto him because he's like, unload everything onto that one person. And they do. And it buys the rebels time to escape. That's Luke Skywalker's contribution before he dies, because he dies on the island like he said he was going to die on the island at the beginning of the movie. Okay? And what does he do? He teaches Kylo one final lesson. He was blinded by his rage. Luke went there not to face Kylo Ren, but to teach Kylo Ren, his student, one last thing. And maybe reach out to him. And he even says this, he's like, if you strike me down, I'm going to be with you forever, like your father, Han Solo. And that's the truth. You're forever going to be with you. You know it. The movie is so ridiculously good and so layered and so beautiful and such a great message for our kids. This is what radicalized us all, man, was fucking Star Wars. But some people are looking really unfamiliar right now. Once more, I think the internet just wants to use words like disjointed or whatever it may be. Yes, Diddy, I'm sorry. Okay, that's it. What do you got?
Well, I really liked everything you said. That was really good.
Thank you.
Mine's a little more cynical. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Well, I really do like everything that you said. Like, I was like, yes, period. But I also think that this is like every single movie of it, and we can dig deep into it and find all the meaning that we want from it, because it's about a revolution and it's about humanity and it's about all these things. And yeah, I know I've said in the past that Star Wars was completely stolen from
Dune.
Yeah. And I stand by that.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. But Dune was also stolen from just like
Lord of the Rings or some shit?
No, not at all. Like, it was actually stolen from like actual people from that culture. From a culture that he like whatever.
Yeah, he like rewrote in his
He rewrote.
Yeah.
Whatever. Terrible. But it was stolen from that. It was stolen from that. And then but Star Wars is its own like deep culture where people are very connected, but we also can't forget that it is like very formulaic. Like the first 3 movies and compared to the last 3 movies.
Yeah.
That's the same arc. That's the same everything.
Story.
That's the same everything.
And Ryan Johnson's literally spelling it out for y'all of just being like, it's just for new kids.
It's
Same
for
thing,
new kids.
New kids.
And
we're throwing out some old fucking rules. Get over it and just enjoy the fucking ride.
Exactly.
But people didn't do that. Sorry, go ahead.
We were talking about Freddie Prinze Jr. talking about it, and he was like, it's for fucking kids.
Yeah.
It's for fucking kids. And he's like, that's basically, he says a lot of stuff. He says, after he says that, he says a bunch of like lore and stuff. But honestly, at the heart of it, it is for kids. And you could watch this movie, you can watch the next set of movies, and they're all just about revolution.
They're amazing.
and they're amazing, all of them.
And
so it is insane to me always that people just connect so much to one of them and they're like, that one sucks. And I'm like, that one's just that one.
Yeah.
But like newer.
Yeah.
Because like it is formulaic to the point of like, oh, this is just like the same thing happening over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that because that's how history is. Like that's literally what we do.
Fuck Star Wars. Go watch Gangs of New York, y'all.
Yeah, fuck Star Wars. Just read a history book.
You wanna know what's going on?
You want to know? Like it is formulaic, but it like the way that they make it deep and beautiful and connect you to every character throughout every single series. And believe me, I was there. Like the prequels, the ones
I was there, man.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
I
love that shit.
I wasn't even old enough to understand.
I remember seeing Duel of the Fates as like number 3 on TRL, and that shit was fucking awesome. Do you remember what I'm talking about? Like it was like, oh, fucking number 3 on TRL now. So I can Duel of the Fates from fucking Star Wars. It's John Williams.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Sick.
Because I saw
and Weird Al
the original 3 in theaters, but then it was because it was like the special
event. Editions.
It was an event. Yeah.
You saw the special editions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck
yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But then we saw the prequels, and I was like, oh, interesting, fun, very good. And then and it wasn't even my dad. It was like other grown-ups that were like, those movies sucked. And I was like, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And it took me a long time to realize they didn't suck. Like, I was just like...
No, that pod racing scene is awesome.
Yeah. Like, I get that there's things in the movie that are not perfect, but I don't know. I just like, No, they're not all going to... Can we not
all of them have flaws.
We have to remember that this is just like formulaic stuff. Like, it is the same 3 movies over and over and over again. And you guys are mad about that?
They should be mad that George Lucas showed blood in the original Star Wars movie because you're not supposed to get blood from lightsabers because they quarter rose the wound instantly. And Ben Kenobi chops off that guy that wanted man. We're wanted men. He chops that dude's hand off in the freaking cantina and they show a bloody arm, but there should be no blood.
So see, even now, you know more than me.
So everybody shut the fuck up about Rose Tico's 90-degree angle.
Everyone needs to shut the fuck up about Rose. Honestly, you're weird. And I stand by that. You're weird.
No.
You don't like Rose, you're weird.
I appreciate the fandom.
Or Ren, you're weird.
I appreciate Rey. Kylo Ren. It's fine.
Oh, Rey. Well, I don't give a fuck.
I don't even. Who cares? I just watch the movies and enjoy. I'm gonna go see
Ren and Rey sound too much alike, and that's my problem.
That's enough Star Wars. We're done talking about Star Wars.
I'm done because that was an hour.
Yeah. Wow. We're not journalists, but we do keep our ears to the nerdy streets. There we are. We are journalists. And we keep our ears to the nerdy streets. There's a lot of technical issues today. From Star Wars to Star Wars.
With your mouth? Sorry.
So from Star Wars to more Star Wars. The internet. So this is news and stuff. Okay. The internet is apparently going crazy over Rotta the Hutt. Do you know about this? The internet's thirsting.
About oh wait. I don't know. Tell me what you're gonna tell me.
There's thirst about Rotta the Hutt. So I pulled some images and then I pulled some thread comments that I fucking loved. But so as you may or may not know, Jeremy Allen White, star of The Bear, star of Iron Claw, he is then cast as Rotta the Hutt that has only ever been seen in a Clone Wars Star Wars cartoon, who is Jabba the Hutt's son. And no spoilers on this, or maybe spoilers, I don't know. I'm just a physical appearance sort of thing. Jeremy Iron White's character, Rotta the Hutt.
He looks weird.
No, he just looks like a jacked Jabba the Hutt.
No way.
And it's what's
Show me.
And what people are
What do you mean he looks like a Jack Jeff?
and so apparently though, I haven't seen the movie, but apparently the character is very like likable and not like his father's toxic Hutt father at all. And the internet is now falling into the Rotta the Hutt thirst trap. Where I've seen comments of like, hold up, like, boy, hear me out really quick. Or somebody saying that this is one of my favorite comments. So these are some of my favorite comments from threads. Yo soy Rob Cavazos said it was probably in Jeremy Allen White's contract
to make him look hot. Oh yeah, I get it.
Brooks Sroko says one thing the world doesn't need right now is a hot Java.
That's Jack Java. That's insane. We don't need that.
Somebody also wrote slug maxing with 2 X's.
I don't know what that means, and I don't want
to. Women's beauty standards are unfair. Oh, here it is. Women, beauty standards are unfair. Men, literally fucking slug has 6-pack in the game. Say nothing. Carry on. But my favorite, this is my top comment on this one, I think. But what if we made the fat slug man fuckable? So look.
No, I hate it. He's fuckable? That's insane. So like,
yeah,
he just voices him, right?
He just voices him, but they mess with his voice, and I don't know. It's him.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
I need a sample of the voice to understand why we think
he sounds
this Java the slut.
Rhoda the slut.
Why is Rhoda the slut like hot?
He sounds like the fox in Robin Hood.
Sold.
I don't think.
Oh my god! Cut. We gotta cut. We gotta cut.
Yeah, look, this is, some people are saying too that there was another fan that said this accurate pre-cartel era Hutt. They were a warrior species before becoming the fat slugs we all know and love thousands of years before the Republic was formed, I believe, but that's old legends canon. So
that pisses me off.
But then,
you know what? That's dumb.
What?
No,
it's possible.
Listen,
this is my other thing.
That's dumb.
Is somebody was like, "Oh, that's not possible." The anatomy, and then somebody's like, "Have you ever seen?" And I don't know. This is AI. Who knows? But then they're like, "Have you ever seen a beluga whale?"
Is that real?
I don't know, but the beluga whale looks jacked, son. What the fuck? That beluga whale's.
Well, they would have muscles.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Look,
but sailors were into those manatees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they.
Tortas. Swim around.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a young generation subculture of Star Wars fans out there that
don't
find
let this
Rotta
give you
the Hutt.
a negative body vision of yourself. Okay.
No, look, if Rotta the Hutt can do it, so can you.
Yeah.
If Rotta the Hutt has people thirsting for him on the internet, you too can have people thirsting for you.
Yes,
on the
you
internet.
can.
All right.
Let's look up the accent. That
Dream
he
big.
Does he do a Boston accent? That'd be hilarious. That'd be so funny.
I said,
oh my god! I hope it is that. It's like I'm. What is his name? Joda.
Rotta
I'm Rotta the Hutt.
Yo.
Say hi to your mother for me.
How's your mother?
How's your mother? It's a fucking girl.
He sounds like James Gandolfini is. What it is.
He's like, it's that fucking girl.
All right. Other news. Let's see.
I'm just saying.
Steven Spielberg is returning the UFO franchise. So Steven Spielberg has a new movie. It's called I know, it's called Disclosure Day. Have you seen the trailer for Disclosure Day?
No, sir.
It is, so this is a portion of the show where I also do a little plug as well. We're going to be screening, because of Disclosure Day, in June at Chapman Crafted Beer. We're going to be screening Close Encounters of the Third Kind. If you don't know our gimmick, what we do is we have, like a little VHS blowout sale. I'm gonna have a bunch of copies of Close Encounter of the Third Kind, all for $5. It's a Close Encounters of the Third Kind sale. I have a lot of copies of Close Encounters of the Third Kind on VHS, and I'm passing the savings on to you.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah. But the movie's amazing. If you've never seen it, we're watching the director's cut. I'm actually going to put it in on Blu-ray because I really want to see this movie on Blu-ray, but we'll have the VHS there. It is just a free screening at Chapman Crafted Beer. Brew Crew shows up and they make some really amazing burgers. They have a burger beer special, and we're going to do an alien photo op. I got an alien photo op thing where it's going to be like a white June 8th?
June 8th.
Yeah, June 8th. We're going to be doing Close Encounter of the Third Kind at Chapman Crafted Beer. Is that too soon for you?
No.
All right. Either way, you can take a photo with white backdrop, alien smoke, all that good stuff, giant gray heads leering behind you, and tell your friends that you got abducted. But yeah, he is coming out with this movie in June. I think it's the second weekend of June. And some people are saying, Hollywood Reporter says it's his best film in 20 years. And if you haven't seen the trailer for it, like Emily Blunt's in it. Who else is in it? There's man, I should have had all this information. Dr. Grant, Josh, something or other. The trailer looks sick. Just go watch the trailer. Who's in the movie Disclosure Day? But it doesn't matter. It's Steven Spielberg returning the UFO franchise. And that's why we're going to talk about it. I'm stoked about the movies. But yeah, everybody's saying it's oh, hold on, let's see. This is from Deadline. First reactions on social media are usually vague, and those around Steven Spielberg's upcoming Disclosure Day are no less so. But specifically, they offer intrigue and is somewhat atypical given that those posting call the film funny. The director's weirdest, and even calls out X-Files meets the Bible script.
Oh.
Yeah, look, the movie looks sick. Go watch the trailer. Do you want to watch the trailer?
Yeah.
Do we just react to the trailer here in real time? Okay. Disclosure Day trailer. Yeah, Emily Blunt's in it. Let's do it. Let's fucking react.
Swing.
Yeah, she looks great.
Oh.
I know we gotta pull it up on the YouTubes. I don't know how this works. Yeah, it looks sick.
Oh.
Yeah, I love a good alien movie, man.
Oh.
Great crop circle. Look at those. Those letters coming in from this way.
Oh. Still, babe. Oh. I love this Emily Blunt horror movie thing that she's doing.
Spielberg's always teetered on horror kind of scariness, weirdness a little bit.
I love that. But I love it. Oh.
Yeah.
Coleman.
Amazing.
Oh my God. It's Mr. Darcy.
Yeah, no, there's
the hottest man to do it.
It looks amazing.
What are you gonna do? Full disclosure to the whole world. That truth will upend all established order across the entire world.
It's about aliens.
It's called Firth. I'm so sorry.
Aliens are running the government, dude.
He's so hot. Look at him. Oh, yeah. This is a very scary scene.
This is such a Steven Spielberg thing. God, he's good. Somebody protect that man.
Damn. Protect him. I think our guy is safe, dude. Damn.
Right?
Damn.
Right?
Oh, and it does does that?
I am so.
That is such a.
I want to see this in IMAX.
Wait, hold on.
Spielberg.
Yeah, I know.
UFO.
Yeah.
IMAX. Emily Blunt.
What? I'm shutting down. No, but what movie? What am I thinking that he does? It's not Independence Day.
That he does what? The alien ship?
No, just that lettering, just like that.
Oh, with like where it's like a
it
shutter, like a
appears.
blind being
Yeah.
turned. I don't know. It's a very the movie feels, I mean, Steven Spielberg, but I mean, the man's a
Close
master.
Encounters, is that him?
Yeah, it's him. That's why we're playing Close Encounters.
Yeah, he did
The
did
turning
that
thing.
on that.
That's what I like about it. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's returning almost to the genre. And two things I know Steven Spielberg loves. He loves
Aliens
three
and
things.
bitches. Sorry.
No, I mean, he loves aliens. He loves his cereals, and he loves like not cereal like breakfast cereals, but like show cereals, and he loves
Bitches.
In World War II is what I was gonna say, but same thing, I guess. I'm sorry, I apologize. No, it's not the same thing. Yeah, it looks sick, right? Let me see.
That looks good.
The only other news that we have, oh yeah, Batman's got a new butler. So this is a big thing coming out of the world of comic books this week. So mind you, this is kind of like a whole else world. This is a good breakdown. This is I think Absolute Batman number 12. Dang it, I thought I pulled it up. Oh, I did pull it up. You know, it's a whole different. No, I don't know. But yeah, people are basically, and I'm gonna read this from IGN's website. Because I love their headlines. Those suit me up, Uncle Alfred, like Alicia Silverstone and Batman and Robin. But Batman is getting a new butler, but who? Some people are saying Daphne Pennyworth, Julian Remarque, Barbara Wilson, or Alicia Silverstone. Batman number 12, or I'm sorry, this is a whole new run of Batman. So apparently, like Bane has unalived Alfred, and Alfred handpicked this person, and now has sent Batman because he needs a new, like, right-hand person in the chair situation, I guess. It's Matt Fraction, George Jimenez, and the storyline is basically like Batman against 6 assassins as Gotham braces for a deadly mystery target. Meanwhile, from beyond the grave, he's realized Alfred has sent him a new butler. You can look up the images on IGN. You can look it up. Just type in Batman Butler. They're both the two covers that have been revealed. One of them is and I'm freaking blanking on his name right now, but he's a famous cover artist, Dustin Nguyen. And then Matt Fraction and George Jimenez on that second one, and it looks beautiful. And we were just talking about Star Wars. Do we touch this? Batman's getting a new one. Look, if you want to jump in on it, it's a really cool new option to jump into a Batman story. It's a very early arc. DC is doing things where they are making some of these comics a little bit more accessible. If you do want to jump into that genre where there is so much backstory or where they're retelling your origins, you just kind of have to know a little bit about Batman to be able to jump into some of these Batman comics. Comics can be accessible. This is a cool story. Yeah.
Alfred is old.
He's old. True.
I think
he's been Batman 70 some years.
We have to, come to the conclusion that he might, and then he needs a new guy.
I think what's crazy is when Alfred was introduced, he was like 70 something already.
He was already old.
He was already old, and he's been with Batman for 70 plus years. Batman's always had Alfred, and now
he
did.
No one think twice about it. Just
enjoy the story. There's Alfred still exists in other comics.
Yeah.
But I hope it's Alicia Silverstone. I just got the babysitter on VHS.
She's hot.
Yeah.
Today's haul.
And lastly, we're going a little bit over here, but we are going to we'd like to introduce you guys to number one comics you need to know, prior knowledge or insight to be able to enjoy. Whether you're going to a comic shop for the first time ever, let me make sure we also hit all of our things. This week we have R.L. Stine and Francisco Francavilla comic from Boom Studios. And let me pull up The Life and Death of Lucas Dreamwalker. Basically, The Life and Death of Lucas Dreamwalker is number one shot by R.L. Stine and Francisco Francavilla. Francisco Francavilla is probably one of my favorite artists in comics and a really great testament. If you've never read a comic and your first one is a Francisco Francavilla comic, like, hell yeah. Because that man creates such beautiful light and plays around with colors himself. But this was originally released. This is now released this week. So it's a one shot. It's a story from beginning to end. It's $6. And it collects the first 3 parts of Lucas Dreamwalker saga from the Hello Darkness anthology. Because Boom has done these Hello Darkness anthologies where it just has a bunch of little comic book short stories, also very accessible comics, because they're all just like 2 or 3 page comic short stories and just like a showcase of the medium. And a great place to kind of jump into if you want to get into reading comics. Yeah, but it's basically a horror story. I'll read this is from Boom Studios website. How many times can you be killed in a dream before you die? Legendary horror scribe R.L. Stine and award-winning illustrator Francisco Francavilla explore that very question as the mystery of George Lucas's third death is foretold in a pulpy noir somnambulist adventure. We had to look that word up. Somnambulist, right? Adventure, which is a kind of you're sleepwalking, basically. So like you're half asleep, half awake, which is like the book Somna as well.
Yeah.
She's having an affair in her dreams kind of thing. And the life of death of Lucas Dreamwalker. It's a Western. It's beautiful. Diddy read the entire thing from cover to cover. And what do you think about it, Diddy?
I loved all the different, like, even though we're going through like the same comic, the same artist, right? Same artist throughout. The type of situation season changes. So the art changes a little bit.
Oh, so he switches it up based on because he's dying in different dreams, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's always noir.
It's always Francisco Francavilla.
Yeah. But the I guess the lighting changes. And it's very cool. Like whatever scene you're in, the lighting changes to where it gives it a whole different vibe.
Yeah, no, and that's what's super freaking cool about his artwork, I think.
His artwork is impeccable, amazing. And yeah, I was really into it. I love a noir. Like especially one that's like based in sort of fantasy because he is a dream walker. So he's like going through these different dreams and everyone he's being killed and he goes back to like, the soothsayer sort of character. And he's like, why am I getting killed? And she's like, that's exactly where you need to be.
No, look, the life and death of Lucas Dreamwalker from R.L. Stine. If you loved Goosebumps, this is definitely a more adult take. If you grew up with Scholastic's Book Fair, the Night of the Living Dummy or the Haunted Mask. R.L. Stine did grow up with you, and this is a really beautiful, dreamy, westerny, Lovecraftian-y kind of weird story, and once more a showcase of the comics medium. And I love this sort of thing because you can dive into some new original stories, and there's something therapeutic about reading a comic book. Like sometimes, and I'll read
the smell.
Not just that, I usually tend to read comic books when like nobody's around. And I like to just like sit there and just settle into the quiet and have, let the theater of my mind play with the art that's presented to me and the words that are presented to me. And it's amazing and super healthy and
super healthy.
The best type of escapism, because it's not all being spelled out for you. It's like it's filling in a lot of blanks for you. But then the blanks that you as a person fill in, that's what makes things, I don't know, the comic really personal and like a way more personal medium because it also makes you use your mind.
Yes.
All right. I think that's it. Let me see if we hit all our topics really quick. I need to double check this here. Let's see. Batman, Rotta the Hutt sexy. Steven Spielberg's doing a UFO movie. R.L. Stine did this cool book. And we talked a shitload of Star Wars. We did it. And that concludes this edition of the Deep Rich's Nerdcast. Hey, Colin, you're not supposed to clap for that. People are supposed to say boo, but we don't have a booing type audience.
They love us so much.
Diddy, where can we find you on social media?
Not that Diddy on Instagram and other places. Deep Rich's Nerdcast and DINC Video.
Yeah, hey, DINC Video. Guess what? We're gonna be a creepy icon. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Sexy, please don't do it.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. Jim, Jerry, whoever's yelled too sexy. We're gonna be a creepy icon in July. There's still more things coming up. A creepy icon, we're taking over a whole space. They're giving us a whole thing. We're gonna set up a podcast space. We can have nerdy debates all day long. I'll debate people. Here's another hot take. I love Batman v Superman and the Ultimate Cut. It's one of the greatest superhero films ever made. Period.
And
I don't give a fuck about the Martha thing. Get over it. They were both named Martha.
Well,
okay?
That's
They took
already
an old
in it.
trope.
Who's mad about that?
Fucking people are
I'm
mad
just
about
mad about
that.
the whole thing. I'm mad about the guns.
But well, it's fine. I like Jesse Eisenberg
It's
as
a
Lex
dream.
Luthor.
You do,
I fucking love Jesse Eisenberg.
and that's
I
where
love-
that's where it's a kind of a fun banter between us.
Let me tell you, there's one scene before we wrap it up. If I close this out, there's this wonderful scene where like Jesse Eisenberg, and I don't know if this is in the Ultimate Cut, but he's like being very condescending and pandering to this whole like suit exec telling him why he can't do whatever it may be. And he's like explaining this whole, I don't know, weird, has this whole weird Lex Luthor monologue in his Mark Zuckerberg-esque Jesse Eisenberg way. And he's like unwrapping a candy and he puts it in the guy's mouth as he's like lecturing him. And he like closes his jaw and he goes, cherry or something. Look,
Fine.
it's good.
You know what? If that's what does it for you, hell yeah.
I like Jesse Eisenberg, maybe.
Fine.
Hey, go back to the time. Keep your minds on and may all of your issues.
Fantasies of God.